Hello, and today on Fireside Chat we have Casey Anthony, the mother of Kaylee Anthony, who was found not guilty of murdering her 2-year-old daughter. Now, she has agreed to come onto the show for her first interview after the trial. Thank you for coming here, Casey.
Don't worry about it. Pleasure to be here.
Whoa, Casey. It seems like you look completely different from what you looked like during the trial.
Well, I had to try and hide my identity because a lot of people wanted to kill me for some reason.
I think it's because the public thinks that you really are guilty of murdering your child.
No. I was found not guilty, just like OJ.
Okay, well, let's talk about before the trial. Now, the day before Kaylee went missing, you got into a fight with your parents?
Yeah, well, they called me an irresponsible mother, and so I told them if that's the way they feel, then they're not going to see Kaylee again. And somehow that's what happened.
Okay, so then after 30 days, your mother finally came to your door and demanded to know where Casey was.
What happened was, my friend woke me up because she was spending the night, and told me my mother was at the door demanding to know where Kaylee was. At first, I had forgotten who Kaylee even was. Then, I looked down at my stomach and noticed that there was a scar. And apparently, that's where I got the C-section scar when I gave birth to Kaylee.
Then what happened?
Well, I went to the door and said, "What's up?" to my mom. And she said she wanted to see Kaylee. And then I told her that Kaylee had been missing for quite a while. And then she started breaking down into tears. I was like, "Get up, you're making a scene."
So then your mother called the police and they actually hung up on you because they thought it was a prank.
Yeah, the operator couldn't believe that someone wouldn't notice that their child was missing for 30 days. So my mother had to call him back.
So then that's when Zanny the nanny came in.
Well, since I had no clue where Kaylee was, I had to make things up because that's what I do best. And really, creating Zanny the nanny wasn't that hard at all. I just took the capital N in nanny and twisted it sideways for a Z. It didn't really require that much thinking.
So then there was an investigation and they actually found Kaylee's body 3 blocks away from your house.
Well, her body was placed there for one of two reasons. One, someone was trying to frame me, or two, the killer was going to drive to the beach and dump her body in the ocean, but instead dumped it in the swamp 3 blocks away from her house because the car was getting pretty smelly. And I bet the killer was hoping that the alligators would eat it, you know? It's a swamp.
So then the police arrested you and there was the trial.
Yes, the trial was crazy. You know they wouldn't let me put on makeup or anything. I'm like, there's HD cameras out there. Ugh.
So then when your mother was testifying for you in court, after she got done, she got off the stand and worded to you, "I love you." But as soon as you saw this, you just rolled your eyes.
Yeah, she was embarrassing me. I'm like, "Mom, come on."
So the day of the verdict, were you surprised that you got off not guilty?
Hell yeah. I mean, no, because I didn't do it.
Casey, I'm afraid that we're almost out of time. Is there anything you would like to say for our closing?
Yes. I would like to apologize to Madonna, Justin Bieber, and America. If I had some part in the murder of my daughter, then you would have to admit I was a pretty damn good murderer. I mean, who waits after 30 days to say that their child was missing?
Thank you, Casey Anthony.